We just got through listening and hearing from Bernie Sanders in, well, we can't call it a concession speech because it wasn't a concession speech. It was more of what's next, the what's next speech. And so a lot of things to cover tonight, but we're going to talk about the speech first. 857-600-0518. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your thoughts. I got a chance to read a few comments on Twitter. And there's a broad range of feelings from euphoria all the way down to downright being pissed off that Bernie Sanders is deciding to help Hillary Clinton in the fight against Donald Trump. And so I definitely have my opinion. I have some very strong opinions about this, but I'll give you guys a chance to chime in. Just to recap some of the high points of the speech. He pointed out the 75 million phone calls that his volunteers made throughout this time, throughout the campaign. 75 million phone calls, 5 million doors knocked on. And when they started this revolution, they had no organization, no money, nothing but progressive ideas. And I mean, to be honest with you, that is an achievement. That is definitely something to worth bringing in a clap track. That is an achievement, and a lot of people didn't give Bernie Sanders any chance, right? It was really, they were laughed at when they started. Nobody, I did not believe in Bernie Sanders when he first got started, not because of Bernie Sanders, not because of any shortcomings of Bernie Sanders, but because of the inevitability factor that was being pushed on us about Hillary Clinton. And we'll discuss that momentarily as well. There's more to, there's so much more to what we already believed. We knew, we felt, we saw that the DNC was in the tank for Hillary Clinton all along. And of course, the emails that came out from Guccifer 2 this morning, kind of confirms that. Not emails, but documents. They came out, confirmed that. But we'll talk about that momentarily. So in terms of Bernie Sanders, he really outlined some of the things that we've been talking about here at the Progressive Army for some time. And it's, to me, I think it's a missing piece in our American electorate. We wait. You know, a lot of people are vested in this election, and they'll walk away when this election is over and leave it to the powers that be to do everything else. And that's how we got into the situation in the first place. We got into this situation because we did not have a progressive movement on a national level that could demand something from parties, from both parties. And this is what I think Bernie Sanders is doing. He is essentially putting together a coalition, a team of a continuation of his campaign. See, to me, I think some people are going to view this in a very negative light. And if you do, that's your prerogative. But to me, I think this is a very unselfish act, because he is now transforming this movement to not being about him. To being, because this entire movement so far during this primary has been all of us who believe in progressivism throwing our support behind a single person. And now Bernie Sanders is moving that paradigm, or shifting that, to being about not throwing it behind one person, but throwing it behind local elections, throwing it behind school board elections, throwing it behind congressional elections, just every layer. And we've been talking about that, the need to get involved on every level. So this is a call to action. This is a call to action. This is a call to arms. This is a time for everyone who believes in this progressive movement to double down and drill down for the foreseeable future to keep progressive movements, this progressive movement, and progressive ideologies and ideas moving forward. And again, that's something worth an applause, in my opinion.